Welcome, football fans. The energy is palpable as supporters from both sides gather for what promises to be an unforgettable night of football. Whether you're a diehard Bills backer or a lifelong Bears devotee, tonight's matchup is more than just a preseason game. It's a celebration of the sport we all love. The NFL preseason is heating up, and this weekend the Buffalo Bills are making their way to the Windy City to take on the Chicago Bears at the iconic Soldier Field. This legendary stadium, nestled along the shores of Lake Michigan, has seen decades of football history, and tonight it becomes the battleground for two teams with big ambitions. It's AFC versus NFC under the Sunday night lights, an early test for both teams as they look to set the tone for the season ahead. The stadium lights flicker on, illuminating the field and signaling the start of a new chapter for both franchises. The anticipation is building, and every snap, every play will be watched closely by coaches, players, and fans alike. For many fans, this is more than just a game. It's a tradition. Families, friends, and generations of supporters come together, sharing stories of past glories and hopes for the future. The smell of grilled food wafts through the air, and the sound of laughter and cheers creates a festive atmosphere that only football can bring. The Bills, led by their superstar quarterback, are fine-tuning their playbook and sharpening their skills for what they hope will be a Super Bowl run. Every drive, every throw, and every decision on the field is a chance to build chemistry and momentum. The coaching staff is watching closely, evaluating not just the starters, but the depth and resilience of the entire roster. On the other side, the Chicago Bears are ushering in a new era with their promising franchise quarterback. The home crowd is buzzing with excitement, eager to see flashes of brilliance and signs of progress. For the Bears, tonight is about more than just winning. It's about inspiring hope and showing their loyal fans a glimpse of what's to come. For players on the bubble and rookies fighting for a spot on the roster, this game is a crucial audition. Every snap is an opportunity to prove themselves, to show they belong on the big stage. The pressure is intense, but so is the determination. These young athletes know that a single standout play could change the course of their careers. Behind the scenes, coaches and staff are working tirelessly, making adjustments and preparing for every possible scenario. The preseason is their laboratory, a place to experiment with new strategies, test player combinations, and lay the groundwork for the long season ahead. For the fans, it's the first real taste of football after a long football-less offseason. The excitement is contagious, and the stands are alive with chants, songs, and the unmistakable roar that only a packed stadium can produce. Old rivalries are rekindled, and new memories are made with every play. The atmosphere will be electric, the stakes high, even in preseason. Every moment feels significant, as players and fans alike know that these games set the stage for what's to come. The drama, the passion, and the unpredictability of football are all on display tonight. From sideline interviews to spontaneous celebrations in the stands, every aspect of the game is magnified under the bright lights. The preseason may not count in the standings, but for those on the field and in the crowd, it means everything. So, get ready for Sunday Night Football at Soldier Field. Whether you're watching from the stands or tuning in from home, tonight is a reminder of why we love this game. The unity, the excitement, and the endless possibilities that each new season brings. Some say preseason games don't matter, but they're the foundation of a successful season. Coaches use these games to experiment, test schemes, and evaluate talent. For veterans, it's about shaking off rust. For rookies, it's a make-or-break audition. Every snap is a chance to earn a roster spot or lose one. For fans, it's hope renewed and a first look at new faces. The lessons learned here shape the entire year. When you watch, remember, this is where the season truly begins. Before Sunday's highly anticipated preseason game, the Buffalo Bills and Chicago Bears came together for a joint practice session that was anything but ordinary. The atmosphere was electric as both teams took the field, eager to test themselves against unfamiliar opponents and showcase their progress during training camp. Coaches and players alike knew this was more than just a routine workout. It was a chance to set the tone for the season ahead, to measure themselves against real competition, and to see which players would rise to the occasion under pressure. One of the most unforgettable moments came courtesy of Bills rookie wide receiver Keon Coleman. In a play that instantly went viral, Coleman soared above defenders and made a spectacular one-handed touchdown catch in the end zone. The crowd erupted, and even his teammates couldn't help but celebrate the rookie's athleticism and poise. It was a highlight reel play that not only ignited excitement among fans, but also signaled that Coleman could be a breakout star to watch this season. On the other side of the ball, the Bills' defense wasted no time making their presence felt. They relentlessly pressured Bears rookie quarterback Caleb Williams, forcing him to make quick decisions and adapt to the speed of the NFL game. Williams, who has been touted as a future franchise quarterback, got a first-hand look at just how fast and physical professional defenses can be. The Bills' defensive line, known for their aggression, set the tone early and often, making it clear that nothing would come easy. Amidst the stars and high draft picks, undrafted linebacker Joe Andreessen quietly made a name for himself. Despite entering camp with little fanfare, Andreessen impressed coaches and teammates alike by making several key plays during drills and scrimmages. His ability to read the offense, react quickly, and make tackles alongside the starters showed that he's determined to earn a spot on the roster. For players like Andreessen, joint practices are a golden opportunity to prove they belong. These joint practices are about more than just the stars. They're a proving ground for emerging talent and a critical test of each team's depth. Young players and veterans alike compete fiercely for roster spots, knowing that every rep and every play is being closely evaluated by coaches. The intensity is palpable as teammates cheer each other on and push one another to be their best. It's a glimpse into the future of both franchises, as new faces step up and make their mark. For both the Bills and the Bears, this joint session served as a valuable preview of real competition. The controlled environment allowed coaches to experiment with lineups, test strategies, and see how their players responded to adversity. It was a chance to simulate game-like situations and build chemistry, all while getting a sneak peek at how the teams might stack up when the regular season arrives. The energy on the field was contagious, with rookies and veterans alike celebrating big plays and encouraging each other after tough reps. The joint session revealed not only stars in the making, but also the leadership and camaraderie that define great teams. As the day wrapped up, it was clear that both squads had gained valuable experience and set the tone for Sunday's matchup. With so much young talent already making noise, the future of the NFL looks brighter than ever. These joint practices are just the beginning, and fans can expect even more fireworks as the season unfolds. All eyes are on Josh Allen. Will he play, or will the Bills play it safe? Head coach Sean McDermott isn't tipping his hand, balancing reps with risk. Meanwhile, running back James Cook just signed a 4-year, $46 million extension, solidifying his role in the offense. But with Khalil Shakir sidelined by injury, the Bills' receiving corps is incomplete. These uncertainties put the spotlight on backups and depth players. Preseason is a chess match, balancing preparation, health, and contract drama. Every decision now shapes the Bills' regular season readiness. The battle for backup quarterback is heating up between Mitch Trubisky and Mike White. Trubisky returns to Chicago, looking to prove he's the steady hand the Bills need. Mike White, after a shaky week, is fighting to show he can deliver under pressure. This game is a crucial test. One strong performance could tip the scales. With Super Bowl hopes, the Bills need a reliable number 2. The front office is watching closely. Who can handle the moment, and who can lead if called upon? Sunday's snaps could decide the pecking order behind Allen. The Bills' wide receiver room is wide open after offseason changes. With Shakir out, new faces have a golden chance to shine. Coaches are watching for sharp routes, reliable hands, and special teams value. Every catch and every rep matters. This is where roster spots are won. The competition is fierce, and a breakout performance could lock in a role. Fans get to witness the hunger and drive of players fighting for their NFL dreams. Sunday's game will help define the Bills' receiving corps for Week 1. The Bills' defensive line is poised to dominate, blending veteran power with young talent. After a strong preseason start, they're focused on disrupting Bears rookie QB Caleb Williams. Depth is key. Rotational players must prove they can contribute. Coaches want to see relentless pressure and disciplined play in the trenches. A dominant front sets the tone for the entire defense. Watch the battles up front. This group's performance is a barometer for the team's success. The defensive line is ready to make a statement in Chicago. The Bills' secondary is in the midst of fierce competition for depth spots. Cornerbacks and safeties are battling for their NFL futures against the Bears' receivers. Coaches are looking for coverage skills, tackling, and special teams contributions. Every snap is a high-stakes audition. One mistake could cost a roster spot. Special teams value often breaks ties in these battles. Fans should watch who steps up in key moments. These decisions shape the final roster. Building a deep, reliable secondary is a top priority for Buffalo. The preseason finale isn't just another game on the schedule. It's the ultimate proving ground for every player fighting for a spot on the roster. For veterans, it's a chance to fine-tune their skills and get into game shape. But for rookies and fringe players, this is the moment that could define their careers. Every snap, every tackle, and every decision on the field carries extra weight tonight, as coaches and front office staff make their final evaluations before the all-important roster cuts. The pressure is on, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Coaches are laser-focused, scrutinizing every detail, how players respond to adversity, who steps up as a leader, and who can be counted on when the game is on the line. It's not just about talent, it's about attitude, effort, and the ability to execute under pressure. The coaching staff is looking for those intangibles that separate a good player from a great one, and tonight's performance could be the difference between making the team or heading home. Health is absolutely crucial at this stage. With the regular season just around the corner, teams are balancing the need to compete with the importance of keeping their key players healthy and ready for Week 1. Trainers and medical staff are on high alert, monitoring every bump and bruise, making sure that no one pushes themselves too far. The goal is to enter the season at full strength, so expect to see some strategic substitutions and careful management of playing time. One of the most exciting aspects of the preseason is watching the chemistry develop among new faces. Rookies like Keon Coleman are eager to make their mark, and every play is a chance to show they belong. Pay close attention to how these young stars interact with veterans, how they handle the pressure, and whether they can translate their potential into production on the field. The growth and progress of these players could be a preview of the team's future. If you're hungry for deeper analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and expert breakdowns, don't miss the Shout, Buffalo Bills podcast. It's your go-to source for everything. Bills, from in-depth game previews and recaps to exclusive interviews with players and coaches. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just getting into the game, the Shout podcast will keep you informed, entertained, and connected to the team all season long. Soak in the atmosphere, enjoy the big plays, and celebrate every touchdown. Preseason football is about more than just the final score. It's about hope, excitement, and the promise of a new season. Every highlight is a glimpse of what's to come, and every celebration is a reminder of why we love the game. The journey to the Super Bowl begins right here, under the bright lights of the preseason. Every moment matters. Every player has something to prove, and the road to greatness starts tonight.